Hello, actually, it's been 2 weeks since I last posted a vlog. I recorded one last weekend, but then the thing I talked about came up again later in the week, well, in the time in between, and I didn't actually edit it and post it because I got crazy busy and distracted and just didn't make time for it. So here I am recapping something that's been a recurring theme the last 2 weeks. So about 2 weeks ago, I was talking to Squirt, and he has a class with Rondell, our youth ministry professor at Lincoln, called Social Issues. It deals with a lot of a lot of major social problems that you run into in ministry: divorce, depression, suicide, sex, just counseling in general. Like a lot of those really tough, complicated issues. And one of the assignments that Rondell gave to them had to do with self-worth, and it was to create a list of 20 things that you like about yourself. And so Squirt was telling me about this, and when he mentioned it, I thought, I have a really bad habit of tearing myself down and being very self-deprecating and labeling myself based on who I am and what I do. I need to do this. I need to make this list of things that have been redeemed about me, that are good about me, things that I'm good at and things that I like doing, things that other people like about me. And so I was at work and started to make the list and came up with like 3 things, but then kept tearing myself down. Like everything I thought of, like, no, that's actually not that good of a thing because of this reason. No, that's actually not true because of this other reason. And I just kept going back and forth all day. And then in the evening, whatever evening it was that I made the list, I sat down about 9 p.m. and decided, you know what? I'm just going to pray, and I'm going to open up my notebook, and whatever Jesus tells me is good, I'll write down. And in a span of like 10, maybe 15 minutes, I had a list of 20 things. And then since then, I've added 6 or 7 other things, so the list is like 27 things long. And just stop putting the shadow in the frame. But things like, the first couple things I came up with, like my curly hair. I love my curly hair, hence why it's so long. In fact, I wish it was longer. I wish it was as long as it was when I cut it back in June. I like how shamelessly I'm a nerd. I'm in love with Jesus. I'm somewhat awkward, but I'm shamelessly those things because I don't care. Like, if you don't like me because I'm those things, fine, whatever. If you like me because I'm those things, even better. And I love to bake. That's the third thing I thought of before I sat down to pray. I love to bake, and I'm really good at it. But then some other things that Jesus has redeemed and improved and used for His glory: humility, service, my listening skills. I'm good at all 3 of those things, and I do them fairly naturally. I just listen and take in information and respond as needed. I'm always looking out for other people. I'm always looking out for ways that I can help and improve people's lives and make their jobs easier. What are some other things I have down here? I have my list in front of me, in case you didn't know. It's right here. I get up early and I love getting up early. I love to get up and get my day going, spend some time in prayer and scripture. I'm very self-reflective and critical and analytical in the ways that I think. So I see the way I look back on today and think, what did I do today? What could I do better tomorrow to bring myself closer to Jesus, to bring myself closer to the goals and the dreams and things that I want to do and the things that I want to be. But all these things are really good. I have 20 other things on this list that I'm really good at because Jesus has made me like that. And so I need to remind myself to define myself. I need to define myself by who Jesus is and what He has done in, for, and through me, not by who I am and what I've done. And so I've decided I'm going to stop tearing myself down. I've had a couple times talking to Squirt and Danny where I instinctively said something self-deprecating and then immediately corrected myself, said, no, let me put this in a more truthful, neutral in a more neutral way. And so, in the same vein, I'm terrible at taking compliments, and this is the last thing before I tune out for this week. I'm terrible at taking compliments. I tend to respond sarcastically and, again, in a self-deprecating manner. And so, anybody watching this, if you ever pay me a compliment or see somebody pay me a compliment and I respond with sarcasm and self-deprecation, rebuke me, calling you out, telling you to do it. I need to be better about this. I need to let people bless me with the words that they say. But that's been what's going on the last couple of weeks. Surrendering my identity to the Lordship of Jesus and who He is and what He has done for me. It's a pretty big deal. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.